I'm now going to take a look at a different approach to creating this top edge, where I overbuild the surfaces and intersect them. So I'll start by extending the roof surfaces. But if I try to extend this edge here, you see that nothing happens. And if I open up the prompt window, you'll see the error message which says that trimmed surfaces can't be extended. So I'm going to need to untrim that one first. So now I can use the Extend tool again, and I can do all three edges together if I carefully pick each edge before dragging my mouse to bring them out. So I'll need to untrim this side surface. So I'll just pick it and choose Untrim. And then you can see that I've got the old curves on surface from the previous projection. So I'll need to delete those. And now you can see that I've got my intersection. So I'll choose the Intersect tool and start with a side surface, say Go, and then drag select all of the others. And I can check if I've got my curves on surface by using Pick Curve on Surface, and that looks fine. So then I can trim. So I'll do all of these in one go and say Keep. But then if I try to trim this one, you can see that I've got some pink crosses and it doesn't trim properly. So if I do a revert, I can go and take a look at those pink crosses and see what the problem is. So over here I've got a very small gap, and over here there's a slightly larger gap. And this is one of the reasons that we don't necessarily use this approach. And to fix that properly, I'd need to build all the rest of the surfaces and intersect them too. But we're not ready to do that yet. So instead I'm just going to do a quick fix. So up here on the Curves palette, I've got a new curve on surface. And if I pick the surface, then it highlights the edit points on the other curves on surfaces, so I can just do a point snap and connect those two. And I could do the same on the other end, but a different quick fix would be just to extend the curve on surface. Now if I do it on this one, it will lose my construction history. So I could say yes and just extend that to fix it for now. Or if I didn't want to do that, then I'd need to go back to the projecting curve and extend that instead. But those quick fixes will let me now trim the surface so that I can finally visualize the glasshouse volumes. So this is one approach you might want to try, but I'm going to stick with my original model as that gives me more opportunity to show you the surface tools in the next section. And if you want to know a little bit more about this approach, then take a look at Golden Rule number 7, which talks about building to sharp edges.